Good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. So I'm fishing the Jubilee Lake at Plantation. I've never been there before, never seen it. Didn't really find out a great deal about it, to be honest with you. Larry just gave us a bit of info, said they were really fit fish, as in strong, not, attractive. Well, to be fair, they were actually quite pretty. Some of the fully scaled mirrors were stunning, to be honest. Um, Said it's like a horseshoe, spot on what he said. Reeds, fish, heavy, don't bother fishing anything light. So that was music to my ears, to be honest with you. Um, so there's 12 of us fishing. This is the Moaning Sods Club, which you can join. You'd have to speak to Larry Lang about that. So basically, in a nutshell, I was just going to fish pellets and paste. Got some corn, got some meat, because obviously meat is allowed here. Now, meat's not allowed on every venue, so just make sure you're fully aware of the rules. So I started on meat short, top kit plus one. So what's that, about 4.5 meters? Literally just toss potted a few pieces of meat and unfortunately never had a bite. Shut the method feeder a couple of times and found out to get it proper tight in the reeds, which was a little bit of testing time. So I was 1-0 up, then I think I was 2-1 down, and then uh, I can't remember how it went, but basically, in a nutshell, I think I had 9 on the method, one on the lead, and they went 38, no, £39 because they were all in one net. And then I had £60 basically on paste. Didn't catch on corn or anything like that, or nothing on meat, caught nothing short, caught nothing down the edges. Just fishing a bit weird, like loads of venues fishing a bit weird at the moment. So even like some of the real high weight venues, which I won't name and shame, but even them are struggling a little bit just because of the weather, not because they've been poorly managed or not looked after, just the way it is at the moment. So we badly need some rain. Bit of wind as well, as you can see, it's quite still. Don't get it wrong, we did have ripple it in stages. It's funny, it was blowing into like peg one to our right, but then it soon changed, turned round, and then near the end of the match, battery ran out anyway. It started to ripple again and blew to the right. So I did get a pedal waggler sort of a couple of hours into the match, thinking that might work because I've been pinging like the bomb line, which is probably about maybe 20 meters, maybe a tiny bit more. Because I like to think this is probably about 28 meters wide. Don't quote me on that. You can Google Earth it if you really want to. So basically, I just used a 16-gram feeder inline, 020 hook length, 16 hook, a mini band, 6mm pellet, and then just micros. So all hinders blitz mix, same as the ground, but down the edges. So obviously, for whatever reason, they just didn't want to come to it. And I wasn't the only one. John Walker to my left on peg 5, he didn't catch down his edge. Richie Rich next to me on peg 4, he only caught a bream down his edge. I've caught nothing down my edge. And Derek next to me, who I did give quite a lot of abuse to, payback. He caught a few cut down his edge late. They're big, but he's like big pot of maggots, which I think was the thing to do, to be honest. I think he didn't want to feed anything else, just big pot and dead maggots down the edge. Now it's quite deep for those who don't know, so it plumbs up on a bit of a slope. Might be worth spending some time with the plummet trying to see if you can find some shallow areas, but it was 3 foot 10 inches down the edge, so don't fall in. Um, so maybe, yeah, basically big pot of maggots, big bunches of maggots. So Glyn done quite well opposite. He had £97, so he was second. I won it with £106. But he's had some big fish. Larry won the silvers on peg 1. He had £14. Richie Rich won the section next to me with £60. And then Jace Robinson opposite. Oh, I hope I don't get this wrong. I think he had 55. No, I think he had a bit more than that. I think he might have had £60 actually, to be honest. I think he had mid 60s. So there's quite a few people probably walked away a little bit disappointed because I think quite a few people had £50. So apart from Derek, but yeah, 39. But yeah, it did fish quite tough, which was expected. But I think there's an awful lot of fish in here, to be honest.
Any better, Jason Robinson? What you got on your clicker? Have you?
So I hope you enjoyed the very, very, very basic video. So rigs, paste, and all the rest of it could be worth watching my paste videos, which are going to be here. So they probably help you.